No, you're gonna lose friends.
What's up, guys? Owned by Tomato here, and I guess I have a little explaining to do about that little comment. So this team, or it's just a couple of guys. I think it's like three guys maybe. We're in a mosh pit. Me, Adrian, and Ronnie. We joined the mosh pit, and we got into a lobby late, and it was I think it was a domination. No, it was a demolition. And there's these guys that were trying to snipe. They weren't really bad, but they weren't like, oh, you're amazing. And we got in there, and we got in there a round down. It was 0-1, and we brought it back and won 2-1. And at the end, Tater had called in a Pavlo, and we were all around one bomb. We all had massive defense on it, and there was no way they were going to get in there. Well, they said that we only won because we had a Pavlo, and that they were all the level 70s were on top, and all the newbie low levels, which were us because we just got Xboxes. Where I think I'm 50 something, Tater's 50 something, Adrian's getting close to the 40s, I think. But level doesn't tell everything, but they said that all the level 70s were on top, and that we were terrible, and blah blah blah, and that they were gonna use actual guns this time, and they were gonna kill us. So they were setting up in I don't know if these are spots that MLG people would use, but what appears to be MLG spots. I mean, sitting around the corner waiting. Most of those spots, if someone's sitting around a corner waiting for me, I usually call it an MLG spot, whether it is or not, because I don't know the actual spots, but I mean, they make it an MLG spot by sitting there. Well, so we were doing some pretty good call-outs this game, just like letting everybody know where people were at and what was going down. And I want you guys to see this. Adrian gets a clutch bomb plant over at A to save the round for us. Our teammate got a pretty clutch plant right there to stop the timer from ticking for at least a couple of seconds, and we tried to hold it off, but we weren't really that successful. I mean, I took out 3 right there, and then Adrian called out that they were on it, so I was going to run in and try and take out the guy on the bomb with my PP2000. And if you didn't see that, rewind it a little bit, and right whenever the bomb gets planted, and Tater yells, "Yeah!" Watch the little mini map. He does a little 360 spin celebration that I thought was really funny, because as I was reviewing this video to see if I should do a commentary on it or not, I just happened to see him spinning in the top left corner of my screen. It was a surprise, and it was pretty funny. But Adrian had called out that they were all over the bomb at B, and so I was gonna try and take out the guy on the bomb and create a little bit more time, but I get taken out by a 4th that came through that lobby area, and then he's already at A doing work, getting it planted, and so we hold it off, and that extends our game time and gives us a pretty good opportunity to get the second one planted, because if we can get in there and storm their defenses and break it down at least for a second, we can get it planted pretty easy. But once again, they have pretty good spots, and so we just have to adjust and either see their red dots and adjust, like our teammates figure out where they're at, or we call it out. And I was trying to do a little hold off here, trying to slow the traffic down that got into the plane, just to make it easier on my teammates. Take out the 1 or 2 that actually got in there, and then I'm holding off the rest, so it should be should make their job easier. But I get taken out, and we still haven't managed to get in there and break down their defenses and get that bomb planted. So I try a little bit of a different route and decide I'm gonna go through the library and try and hold them off in this middle building, because I can get a little bit of an angle on them and have a little better view of where they're coming from. But after taking out two, I get caught by a guy in the middle, but my teammate gets it planted as I'm messing around in the middle. So I decide to run into this plane and try and hold this down some defense. But this spot, I don't know. Can you not shoot bullets through the little chair? It seems like my hip fires and my regular fires aren't hitting them through the chair, and I have F&J on. I mean, I can shoot through a wall and kill a guy, but I can't shoot through a chair. I don't know. Maybe my shots were just off. But I get taken out there quite a bit. But yeah, my teammates recover good from me not being anywhere around there, and they hold off.
Wow.
And we quickly get the one-round advantage. For the most part, offense on Demolition is the hard side, and defense is the easier side. Just as a kind of a general statement, there's a few maps that it might be easier for offense. I would think smaller maps. That way, whenever you push in, try and break down their defense, and you get shot, you can recover and get back there really quick. And you can't so much on larger maps because it's just, I don't know, you have a longer way to run, and they can recover from your pushes to try and break down their defenses. But yeah, this is something that I really stress, and it doesn't matter what game type I'm playing. I always do this because it really frustrates me to get by kill streaks and not by someone using a regular gun. Is if I see a Harrier or a Pavlo or a chopper gunner or something going up in the air, I switch almost automatically to a cold-blooded Stinger class, and I shoot it down as quickly as I can, just so it doesn't mess with my team's defenses or KDs or whatever it might mess with, just so it doesn't create any problems for my team. At the beginning of this round, me and Tater kind of took up their spots. He was sitting behind that golf cart looking at Burger Town, like one of their guys were, and I was looking hallway. And basically we had some massive defense on A, because me and Tater on one. Tater by himself on one is really massive defense, so throwing me on there is just adding insult to injury. And then I think 80-22 OK, and I don't know if anyone else was over here, but I think at least 80-22 OK was over here defending B, making sure they didn't get the plant here. So I take up another one of their spots. I sit behind that little couch, and I was waiting for them to round the corner, and they just kept lining up. Like I was hearing them in the, I don't know, the little hallway to the plane. I don't know exactly what that's called, but as you see, one of the hosts left, unplugged the thing, unplugged the router, something, but the lobby ended, and they eventually left. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. Later.